Am I real or AI? You probably won't guess the answer to that question. But if you're a creator drowning in long-form footage, this video is specifically for you. Today I'm doing a no-fluff rundown of the current crop of AI video and avatar tools I tested. We're covering everything from the ones that feel like they were built in a garage to the near-future stuff. Some of these new tools actually make you forget the footage wasn't shot with a professional studio crew. Along the way, I'll point out exactly what trips these platforms up and why they fail. Spoiler alert, if scaling short-form content from long videos is your goal, one tool kept saving my day. That tool is Vizard, but we'll circle back to that later in the review. Let's dive right into the comparison then. Alright, I'm ranking these roughly from worst to best based on my testing. I started with the free, open source stuff because, well, you have to give credit where it's due. It's totally free. Hunion Video Avatar is exactly what I mean. It is both free and open source for anyone to use. If you are just tinkering around or trying to learn the tech, it's a neat playground environment. But if your goal is polished, high-quality social clips, this one simply is not there yet. The generation process is notably slow for this model. Furthermore, the mouth movements often look soft and just a little bit squishy. The entire output looks like it desperately needs another round of dedicated training data. I dropped in a clip of someone talking about a new red diet soda for a weird test, I know. The resulting avatar kept making these very awkward and slightly gummy expressions during the test. For casual hobbyists who are just playing around, sure, give it a look. But for creators who are grinding out daily, consistent content, I'd say probably not. Next up on my list was Hydra v3, which was honestly one of the more disappointing tools I tested. This particular model feels like it was built using research from at least last year. Everything comes out looking mushy, the faces lack any fine detail, and the lip sync is visibly off. That small mismatch is enough for viewers to notice immediately when you try to watch it. When you are trying to convert a long YouTube talk into 15-second hype clips, these issues kill engagement. Frankly, this tool is only usable if you genuinely do not care about realism or viewer retention rates. Then we have sync.so, which at least handles the lip sync component. But here is the annoying part. You cannot just upload a single still image for the process. Instead, it specifically wants a whole video file to be used as the source material. So I fed it a short footage file and my separate audio track just to test its capability. The result was okay, not terrible, but it was not the tight, eye-catching clip I'd push to TikTok or Instagram Reels. It felt like the entire platform was built around one very specific use case and just doesn't flex well for repurposing. Moving on, Lemon Slice is where we start getting into the actually usable zone for creators. This one accepts both still images and separate audio tracks from the user. Their newer model has thankfully bumped up both the resolution and the overall facial detail quality. The major catch with Lemon Slice, however, is that there is absolutely no prompt control whatsoever. You cannot tell the system things like be more excited or gesture a little bit like this. You are simply stuck with whatever the AI decides to generate based on the inputs it was given. So yes, the lips look noticeably better and the image quality is pretty solid, but you lose all that crucial creative control over the performance and delivery. For certain types of creators, this limitation might be perfectly fine for their needs. But for anyone trying to A/B test different delivery styles or personalities, that's a significant limitation. Captions. Mirage was interesting because their demo visuals are genuinely slick and promise a lot of features. However, when you look into the details, their pricing structure is absolutely wild. We are talking about very expensive tiers combined with some genuinely weird workflow constraints. For example, uploading your audio gets chopped up into short 3 or 4 second segments automatically. This creates extremely jumpy edits unless you want to do a ton of manual stitching later on. Furthermore, they gate the ability to upload your own images behind a paywall right in the onboarding flow. This forces you into an AI-generated avatar if you haven't paid for the higher tier yet. The audition generator tool itself is quite clunky and seems designed to incentivize shorter clips, not necessarily better ones. If you happen to be on a tighter budget or just want a smooth, quick pipeline, this one gets frustrating very fast. Now we are finally moving into the territory where the results actually look good. Kling 2.1 provided me with some truly jaw-dropping visuals during my testing period. The resulting shots genuinely feel cinematic, and the skin rendering quality is truly top level across the board. The core problem, though, is that the lip sync still lags significantly behind the visual fidelity. You can click the lip sync option and get an okay result, but the movements often don't match the speech rhythm. So if your absolute top priority is pure visual quality, Kling is a great option for that specific need. But if your priority is believable dialogue or voice-driven short clips, it is not the full package yet. Google's dedicated video model, let's just call it Google V3 for simplicity, is clearly powerful. You can see the strong research pedigree behind the technology immediately upon first use. However, for creators trying to take a single influencer photo and make it speak a scripted line, it remains oddly rigid. Uploading just one single frame and expecting a natural talking clip simply does not work reliably. The system tends to generate background sounds or mouth shapes that do not actually form coherent words. In short, it is super capable technology, but it is not friendly for creators wanting fast image-to-speaking clip workflows. Okay, now we are finally moving into what I consider the top tier of these tools. HeyGen Avatar version 4 has been leveling up its capabilities significantly over time. It now finally supports using custom prompts and custom motion controls in the editor. The overall results I got from this version were very competitive against other top players. You can upload an influencer image, drop in your audio, and then add a prompt like, "Speak cheerfully and gesture." The model then gives you convincing lip sync, combined with matching appropriate gestures in the final output. The built-in motion library feels very thoughtful and well curated by the development team. The final output is ready for posting on most social platforms, a high percentage of the time. The only minor nitpick I have is that some of the facial expressions still look slightly robotic in close-ups. But overall, this is one of the best tools when balancing all the factors together. Archad is notable because their sheer catalog of assets is completely insane. They offer tons of pre-built AI influencers, many of which are actually deepfakes of polished, recognizable actors. When you opt to use the real actor deepfakes, the lip sync and micro expressions are absolutely top-tier quality. The major downside is that the fully AI-generated avatars still show noticeable artifacts. These artifacts are especially visible around the hands and in the finer physical gestures. The pricing structure for Archad is also on the higher end of the market spectrum, so it makes the most sense for established agencies or larger teams that have established budgets. It is not necessarily geared towards solo creators trying to pump out dozens of clips every single week. The Omnihuman model by Dreamina, the team connected to some major short-form editing workflows, is legitimately impressive. The way it handles lip movements, head shifts, and hand gestures suggests the model actually understands speech rhythm. This makes it one of my absolute top picks, specifically for achieving high levels of realism. If you want a natural presenter who genuinely looks like they understand the script they are reading, this one is solid. But again, this is positioned as more of a premium solution in the market. It focuses on providing great output quality rather than enabling rapid batch processing capabilities. Speak by Hicksfield is basically the next generation of what is possible with these tools right now. You can upload a still image and audio, prompt the entire personality, and even choose specific camera moves. You can select moves like a tight selfie view, an orbit, a slow zoom, or even some wild stylized effects. The level of creative control offered here is honestly insane for video generation. The final clips produced look incredibly polished, dynamic, and professional when you check them. However, with such great power comes a noticeable learning curve for new users. There are also sometimes expensive compute costs associated with generating many variations of your desired output. There are a few other honorable mentions that definitely shouldn't be ignored in this review. Cynthia has been around for a while and still does solid avatar work for simpler use cases. Pixver offers good lip sync templates and some fun visual effects for quick edits. Pipit, which is from the CapCut ecosystem, is fantastic for animating creative ideas really fast. CapCut itself now boasts a huge selection of AI avatars and templates that make iterating viral formats simple. All these tools are fantastic building blocks for different needs, but each one comes with trade-offs regarding price, flexibility, or the need for some manual editing. So, which single tool actually helps you run a creator operation at genuine scale? I am talking about turning long-form episodes into dozens of optimized shorts without totally chewing up your entire day. This is exactly where Vizard came in and kept solving problems I kept running into daily. It consistently fixed issues like inconsistent cuts between clips. It solved the manual hunt for the absolute best highlight moments in a long video. And it removed the whole chaos of forgetting to schedule that crucial clip for the day. First, the auto-editing capability within Vizard is surprisingly smart. You feed it an hour-long podcast or a 30-minute YouTube talk, and it finds the performance moments. It specifically targets punchlines, strong hooks, and genuine audience reactions to pull those moments out. It then creates ready-to-post clips that are automatically optimized for vertical platforms. These edits come complete with clean intros, burned-in captions, and pacing that matches platform norms. Second, the auto-schedule feature is a massive time saver for any busy creator. You simply set your desired posting frequency, and Vizard will draft and schedule the posts automatically for you. That specific feature alone saved me from so many calendar headaches and last-minute scrambling. Third, the integrated content calendar is genuinely useful for managing your output. You can see everything queued up, move clips around, tweak captions, and push to multiple socials from one dashboard. But Vizard does not feel like a rigid, unchangeable black box in operation. You always maintain the ability to override selections, fine-tune individual clips, and control the final tone. It does not try to pretend it is a lip-sync avatar service like the others we just reviewed. It is aimed squarely at repurposing a real creator's footage into viral short-form content. And it absolutely nails that specific use case for content recycling. Compared to those avatar-first platforms that force you into their workflow or charge high per-minute fees, Vizard felt different. It felt built specifically for scale and repeatability, which is precisely what creators and small teams truly need. Now, a few practical notes are important when looking at this comparison. If you are trying to compare Vizard directly to avatar generators like HeyGen or Speak, Think of them as complementary tools. You should use the synthetic avatars for campaign-specific content where you want a consistent branded host. Then, you should use Vizard to slice up your real episodes into attention-grabbing shorts for a steady cadence. That combined strategy is actually deadly for channel growth. Avatars give you variety while Vizard keeps daily consistency. I will say clearly that no single tool on the market is truly perfect in every aspect. Some of the best avatar models still struggle with rendering small hand gestures correctly. A couple of the paid platforms clearly overcharge for the convenience they provide to the user. And a lot of services make you jump through unnecessary hoops just to upload a file or get a usable draft. But if your main goal is to turn a long video into a full week's worth of shorts without babysitting every edit, Vizard is the one. This platform consistently got me to publish faster than the others, without sacrificing the necessary quality. So, what is the final practical takeaway from all this testing? If you just want to experiment with the technology without spending any money, try the free open source options to learn the ropes. If you need slick, single-shot avatar clips for a specific announcement, HeyGen, Omnihuman, or Speak are all worth a proper test. But for creators who absolutely need volume, consistent rhythm, and one place to manage all clips and schedules, Vizard solves the friction. And for those of you wondering about that specific test line I kept using across all the platforms, you know, the line about trying the new red diet soda for the first time. It is wild how differently each tool treated that exact sentence during the generation process. Some made the line feel perfectly natural and punchy for social media. Others, however, made the delivery sound exactly like a poorly dubbed foreign demo reel. Vizard's true strength wasn't in faking the delivery of that line at all. Its power was in finding the precise 3 seconds in a 10-minute riff where that line landed naturally. And then, turning that specific moment into a vertical captioned clip that actually gets attention. All right, that officially concludes my entire rundown of this pile of experiments. We saw some clear winners for specific jobs and one platform that keeps fixing the tedious parts of repurposing. So, which specific tool are you most curious about trying out for yourself? Have you already tried any of these platforms that I showed you today? Drop your thoughts and experiences below in the comments section. Also, tell me what kind of videos you want me to test next on the channel. Are you looking for longer, in-depth tutorials, creator day-in-the-life edits, or maybe even more avatar comparisons? Let me know your requests to help guide my next set of tests. Thank you for watching this deep dive, and I will see you in the next one.